Hello my friends, welcome to the YouTube channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. Right, today's video is so interesting because it's going to make you go, aha. You're going to wake up a little bit more after watching today's video because you might be here right now. You might be working really hard. You might be doing a lot of stuff, progressing your life and just going a little bit mad trying to progress in life. But you're probably wondering you're not getting far or something's not working because you're putting in the work but you're not getting the results. Today's video is going to be a wake-up call to actually realize why we are where we are or why you are where you are and what you can do to get to that next level. And it is easier than you think, okay? Once you realize this, you'll be like, it will give you peace of mind. It will make you just calm down a bit and go, okay, I think I now know what I need to do to get to that next level. One of the big reasons why I started this channel was to bring you the truth, because we've been sold so much BS our entire life, right? And now, because of social media and because of marketing, two big things have opened up this new world, and we're seeing amazing people do amazing things on the front page, right? We're seeing their front page and their highlight reel, but we have no idea what goes behind the scenes. And marketing is the same. People are selling you things saying, oh, it's really easy to do this. It's really easy to do this. You know, you can get results in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 5 weeks, right? And we're like, oh my God, everything's easy, but why can't I do it? Why is it a lot harder for me, right? And you're wondering, people are succeeding, but you're not. And this video is going to help you for that. So one of the other reasons for starting the channel is to align the truth, okay? And it's to bring you expectations and reality. So I wanted to match expectations and reality because you're probably unhappy in life because you have these expectations. And those expectations have come from social media and from marketing, thinking that everything is way easier than it actually is, but it's not. And I found this out in the last 2 years when I honestly, genuinely thought things were a lot easier than they are. And the path to success and happiness and growth and all of these things is a lot harder, but it's a lot more fulfilling and rewarding when you actually understand some of the things I'm going to talk to you about in today's video. So that was the first reason. The second reason, so the first reason, let me recap, that was social media and the marketing has basically caused us chaos and havoc, and you know, we're figuring out that people have been lying to us a lot of the time. The second reason is competition. So because the world has basically opened up, right? So back in the day, you were competing locally around with the people around you, the people you went to school with, maybe university with, the people you're working with. Today, you're seeing people on the internet, people globally, right? So you might have thought you're here and then everyone around you is at this level. You're like, I'm at a good level. I'm working hard. I'm here. Everyone around me is probably around a similar level to me, earning the same amount as me. But now we've seen the internet and social media and everything open up. People are here and you're like, oh my gosh, there's like way bigger levels than I ever thought possible. Like, how are people doing this? Like, we're the same age, we're doing the same thing, but they're here and I'm here, right? And today's video is going to shed some light on some of those reasons why and solutions too. So competition is mad at the moment. It's at an all-time high. We're not competing against humans, we're competing against robots and AI and artificial intelligence and algorithms and all of these things now, right? And we're competing against people who are working remotely. Businesses are now, even if they're in UK or London or wherever, they're hiring people from abroad to do remote work. So we're not just competing against people UK anymore or London anymore. It's all global now. So the point of that is that the game has been raised, right? We've seen new levels that we didn't know existed before, and the game has been raised. So there is one solution to all of these problems or opportunities, we can call them, right? Right? There's one solution to this, and it is to raise your standards. That's it, like, not kidding. We have to raise our standards, and let me tell you why. So back in the day, let's say, actually, let me give you an example. Let's say if you were to put a poor performance in, and if you got poor standards, what result do you think you'd get by giving a poor performance? You'd get poor results, right? Let's say if you put good performance in, what results would you expect to get? Right, in today's world, unfortunately, because of the competition, you would only get poor results. You put a good performance in, you get poor results. Back in the day, 10, 20 years ago, you would have put a good performance in and you would have matched it and got good results. But because of the competition and everything today, you get poor results. Now, let's say if you put an excellent performance in, what do you think you would expect? Right, you would probably expect excellent results. You'd be like, I worked hard, I put an excellent performance and I should expect excellent results. But today's world, you only get good results, right? Back in the day, if you put excellent performance in, you get excellent results. Today, you put an excellent performance in, you only get good results. You're like, oh my God, I'm working so hard, but I'm only getting good results. That is demoralizing. That sucks. It sucks, right? All right, now let's say there's a fourth level. Let's say you put in outstanding performance. What results do you think you'd get? In today's world, outstanding, you get outstanding results. So outstanding is the only level where you put in the effort and it matches with the results. So the aim is always to try push towards outstanding. And it is very difficult, absolutely. So let me just explain that poor is here, right? But the difference between poor and good is a big jump, okay? And the difference between good and excellent is a big jump. But the difference between excellent and outstanding is only a small jump. We can call it like a 2 millimeter jump. It's a very small shift. So if you can get to excellence, right, you only need to be a little bit better to get to outstanding. Let me give you an example. Let's say you go to the gym, right, and you're doing the bench press and you're putting an excellent performance, right, by doing 5 reps. In today's world, that is going to give you good results, okay? Now let's say you push harder and you say, right, 5, you're quite tired after the 5th one, but you crank out 2 more reps and you get to 7. That is where all of the difference happens, and that's where you get to outstanding, right? That's just one example. Okay, so how do we raise our standards? Now let's come to a solution, right? And there's 3 main points on how you can raise your standard. The first one is that you have to be honest with yourself and you have to seek the truth and you have to say, how good am I? Right? You have to know how good you actually are in reality. Not what you think you are, but what you actually are. So seek the truth, figure out how good you are. You might say, okay, I'm only a 6 out of 10. Right? And then the second step is that you've got to figure out what the next level is. Right? So let's say you think you're only doing good. Right? And you're like, I'm doing good. I'm a good parent. I'm a good footballer. I'm a good husband. I'm a good wife. I'm a good brother. You know, I'm a good friend. I'm a good student. But in today's world, you're only getting poor results. So you need to figure out what that next level is. And the way you can do that is by reading books of high performance. There's so many people who have been successful and they've written books and they're explaining how they've got there and what they've done and what their standards are, right? You've got books on high performance, on success, on mindset, all of these books. Have a read of them. You'll get to see what people at the next level are doing. Then you can also learn from podcasts, online courses, but I think books are probably the best. Right, so now you've got the level that you're at. Now you've also got the next level, or the level you've figured out what other people are at based on the books that you've read. The third step is to close that gap. And this is the hardest step because a lot of people read a lot of books, but they don't apply anything, right? And the third step involves actually saying, okay, this is what these people are doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I need to do to get to that level. And you have to apply those things that they're doing. And to close the gap is gonna require change. Right, and this is the hardest bit because everyone wants to stay the same, but actually high performers, they love change. So you have to get to a point where you actually enjoy change, which means that you actually enjoy progressing. So even me in my life, right, I've tried so many things and I think I've been progressing, but then I get 2 years down the line and I'm like, oh my God, I'm basically at the same place. I've been doing all of this effort, putting all of this work in, trying different things, but I'm not actually changing what I needed to change to get to that next level. So you have to figure out how you're going to change, right? And you have to implement those things that you're reading about. The second is that you've got these limiting beliefs. And limiting beliefs are basically beliefs about life and the world that you've picked up from your parents, from the media, from your influencers, from when you were a kid. And those beliefs have kind of put you in a box, right? And they've basically given you a ceiling. So the purpose of reading and learning about people in the world and people who are better than you is to break that ceiling, to say, wow, they don't believe it's like this. They believe it's like this, right? So they've got this new level. So you have to break these beliefs. And one of the best books ever, and it's in my top 10 books, it's a book called Mindset by Carol Dweck. I really highly recommend that you read it because it will break your beliefs. It's about 2 different categories of people. Someone who's got a fixed mindset, someone who's got a growth mindset, right? And someone who's got a fixed mindset basically stays the same, and you'll get it from the book. And I'll actually do a deeper dive into this in another time. Someone who's got a growth mindset wants to learn and get better, and they realize that they can get better. They don't have that box, they don't have that ceiling, they can break through. So that's the second thing you've got to do, is break those beliefs. And honestly, for years, I thought genius was born. So someone who was really smart was born that way, and they just progressed easily through life. They got to this really high level, and I thought it was all natural for them. I didn't have those abilities. I wasn't very smart, which means I was never going to get very far. Only the people that were born with that ability were going to get there, and I believed that for years. Now, all of those beliefs have completely been shattered, and I genuinely believe that anyone can reach world class and a very, very high level by learning some tools, tactics, and strategies, which is what this channel is about and what we're going to give you. We're going to make you happier, more fulfilled. We're going to make you grow, become better human beings, become, the best version of yourself. So stay with us, subscribe if you like this stuff. I'm going to give you actual tools and tactics coming up in loads of videos. Hope you have an amazing day. Have the best life ever, and I'll catch you guys in another video. See you soon. Bye.